having a family, 2 young kids. I have a little boy and a little girl. So it's great to have ownership, to be able to stand for that and come home knowing that I have ownership in this company, knowing that when we grow, that it's going to be better for them and for us as a whole. I'm Dustin Selzer. I've been with Zero Waste for about 10 or plus years. I've been in the industry since 2005. I'm the plant manager here, so I kind of just keep the show rolling inside and out. It's great here. It's corporate, but it's laid back. I mean, we kind of let the employees, especially after the ESOP, everybody really kind of got on board and feels like they got a piece of the pie. So, I mean, I don't have much turnover at all, which is great. Before the ESOP, there was a little more turnover, it seems like, but now it's awesome. I've kept the same employees for a long time, and everybody gets the job done.
When we were considering bringing on a partner to help us grow, raise some extra capital, and do some expansion, I had never heard of an ESOP at that time, and we loved the idea of letting our truck drivers, our forklift operators, our hourly employees, let them have a retirement plan, let them have an opportunity to take ownership, real ownership in the company that they work for.
It's exciting, it's challenging, it's hard in the early days as like one of the first movers and the various sort of headwinds that come with that, but it's very rewarding to help families that, you know, maybe have no savings, live paycheck to paycheck, and to create a meaningful, you know, wealth creation event for them that changes, you know, we think about it as it breaks generational cycles of poverty for families. Because at the end of the day, we have a wealth inequality issue in our society, and when we started in 2013 versus today, it hasn't gotten better.
Investments in employee ownership and worker cooperatives and communities can help families build their own generational wealth. Because right now, what we see is that in order to get affordable 2-bedroom apartment, you have to be making at least $28 an hour. So you got people who are, you know, working and they make $15 an hour, right? So that's just rent, right? So what you have is you have to have 2 people working full-time jobs and 1 person with a side hustle to meet the rest of your obligations, right? What we believe is that these models help families begin to build their own generational wealth and live a good quality of life that they deserve, and an environment where children can thrive.
Given our focus on systems and supporting innovations that make systems more equitable, ESOPs are a part of that. We've known about them and we've seen a myriad of examples, and Mosaic was one of those who had a track record of doing this, could point to a portfolio of companies, and yet had an approach that was different than what was coming out in other innovations.
Our strategy from day one was to try to combine what we think are the best aspects of traditional private equity investing strategies with the really unique dynamic benefits of being employee-owned.
You know, folks have used this term silver tsunami. It's 100% accurate. You have tons of baby boomers that are entering retirement or will be, and you know, the kids and the grandkids don't want to run the business. There's lots of great companies that are privately held that will change hands. And if we don't put capital next to ESOPs, they will all go to strategics and private equity. And that will have the impact that those buyers tend to have to those businesses.
Our simple question or value proposition that we give to owners of these businesses is, geez, if we can offer you a competitive transaction with other folks that will offer to buy your business, if we can be competitive and offer you something that's very similar, why wouldn't you want to sell it to your employees?
An ESOP, we grant shares to all employees every year. And then as our share price continues to increase, the value of their shares goes up.
As we've seen the value go up, has become more and more exciting because it's really given us flexibility as employees, as a family, my family, to be able to make financial decisions that we might have not have been able to make before, just due to having that extra, almost like investment arm.
Recruiting-wise, it's helped because we can show people the actual results of the ESOP and how much money people have in their accounts already. The high end right now is over $500,000. That's pretty good return on zero investment from the person, right? Other than doing great work.
Every time we close a new ESOP investment, the trustee does a rollout meeting we typically attend, and there's a lot of emotion there, which is really cool. You see people, blue collar workers that typically are not invited to meetings about what's going on with the company, and they get to be told that they are now employee owners and they get to share in the wealth creation of the business going forward. And just to see the facial expressions, the emotions, the reaction is very special. It's probably one of the most meaningful parts of this job.
What Mosaic was able to do is break it down in very simple terms. They have the expertise in order to guide us through that process. Without their knowledge of having been there, done that before, so to speak, they quickly got us comfortable with the idea. It was something that we felt as a team we wanted to do, because we can impact a lot more folks' lives if we offer this to all of our employees versus just a select few at the top.
In terms of impact, I think when we see evidence that employee ownership is really driving better business performance, that is proof that this model works. And then the more important part is around the wealth creation. I mean, it is extraordinary in terms of having a nest egg, having equity in the company that they are building, and being able to do things that otherwise an hourly wage job would not enable them to provide for themselves and their families in that way.
The work that we do, it can be dirty. It could be considered one of those dirty jobs. So transitioning to the ESOP, I think, made a big impact on folks that want to be here and want to do that work.
I'm proud of what I do because I take ownership of what I do, no matter what it is. No matter what I'm assigned with, I try to do my very best and have it reflect well on the company and myself.
If the business community and the investor community truly want to align themselves with what's best for their company and what's best for their communities, ESOPs are a no-brainer.
Oh, it's great. I mean, you feel like you're part of something more than just a number at a company. So I mean, you work harder, you want to grow the company so that you grow at the end of the day too, and be able to provide more for your family. I mean, especially for my young kids, they're going to be going to college and all the expenses that come with it. Yeah, I hope it gets us, one day to some financial freedom. I mean, that's what we're expecting, and that's as long as we can keep growing and keep going, that's what we would like to do.